You goddamn filthy animals. You did it! You resurrected me from my resting place in the far deep reaches of Lazy Town. This is a place. Lazy Town. I think I finally found where I belong.
Is this supposed to be Lazy Town? Everything about this doesn't seem to be lazy at all. Actually, it seems to be exactly opposite. Is this also f***ing opposite Daytown too? Nothing quite says lazy like a 360 double McTwist over a gap in the manual. Oh wow, man, that was f***ing lazy. Yeah, I see you, Blue Man. What kind of demon possesses you to live in a town full of lies?
Just had to go and get that light goal in the previous Pokemon Retrospective, didn't you guys? So, here I am, back with numero dos. I mean, did I want to come back? I guess. Did I have to come back for the people that asked for this? I guess.
Do I have a void of empty nothingness growing inside? You know, making every day, grow darker and darker, making the light at the end of the tunnel, go further and further away. And all hope, just seems to be lost, and waking up every morning seems like a waste.
I guess.
The year is 1999. 1 year has passed since Pokemon has rocked the Eastern world with such overpowering media presence. Can't even get a Whopper in peace. Goddamn Pokemans.
Only Burger King has limited edition gold-plated trading cards from Pokemon, the first movie. $1.99 each with every tasty Burger King Big Kids meal you buy.
Chicken McNugget. Dominating the entertainment market even on the big screen.
You can catch them all in theaters for the first time. Pokemon, the first movie.
The upcoming Pokemon the First Movie recently caused such a frenzy that the switchboard at Warner Brothers was flooded with 70,000 calls a minute from people desperate for tickets.
Hey, Warner Brothers? Yeah, you really gotta help a brother out. No, seriously. I gotta get those tickets. Wait, what? For a child? Oh, yeah, I mean... Not really. Oh, no. I mean, not really. He doesn't really have that much time. Not really that much time. Yeah, you see, he's very sick. He's not gonna make it, but he wants to see the movie. But you can only get one ticket. Oh, that's just fine. Yeah, that's fine. Well, that will do. You're a hero. You're the real hero. Way better than that Disney.
Take a seat there, Stuart Little. Iron Giant. Even you, Jar Jar Binks, in the, Star Wars Phantom Menace. The best one. No, really? Sarcasm? Oh, no, never. Pokemon, the first movie, was a force to be reckoned with. You better take that, Skywalker.
You were the chosen one!
Oh, that movie? Yeah, that one right there, I can't really speak on. Yeah, it's kind of against the rules.
You know what they say? Every media franchise that grows too big and swallows up too much is eventually gonna get to the point where it falls like Rome. Someone want to pass that on to Disney and let them know before it's too late.
Pokemon was deemed as a fad, as many large 90s franchises that came before it never lasted the test of time. Come on, bananas in pajamas. Who's the genius that came up with this?
Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs.
That's the real shit, baby, give it to me! So, Game Freak and the team at Nintendo were working hard on something that would be so big that Pokemon would never be forgotten, and thus, the development of the second generation of Pokemon games began. It's no secret that the first games were, far from perfect, but what they established was clear, and people quickly fell in love with the pocket-sized monsters that they introduced. While people all around the globe were just discovering Pokemon, the homeland of Pokemon, Japan, have already been well acquainted with this series, as Nintendo started showcasing the early demos of the next generation of Pokemon games at Space World. Yeah, that's right. In space, baby. That's how far ahead they were in 98. They were already in f***ing space. Let me give you a quick rundown of just how far behind we were in Pokemon. Think about the first episode of Pokemon in the anime. They were already planning the second generation of Pokemon. You don't believe me? Second generation of Pokemon shows up right there in the first episode. Right there in the sky. Is it a bird? Well, yeah, actually, yeah, it is. It is a bird. It's clearly not a plane. I mean, it's clearly not fucking Superman either. I mean, the second series of Pokemon games may have been among the most anticipated game releases of all time. You had media franchise giants like Fox News and just about every other news outlet as well, I guess, counting down the days until Pokemon vanished and their self-proclaimed Pokemania came to an end. Here it is. The biggest and baddest Pokemon game you'll ever feast your eyes on.
Pokemon Gold and Silver, rated E for everyone. Gotta catch 'em all.
100 brand new Pokemon species, a brand new world, new moves, new Pokemon typing, the introducing of split between special defense and special attack, and so many balancing and quality of life improvements that Rick from Pawn Stars wouldn't even have to call a guy to throw you an offer at that.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you one price, and that's that. I gotta stick with $100,000 for the...
If you throw in a block of art. Still don't know the difference between a Pokemon and a Charizard.
That's a sealed deal if I've ever seen one. This isn't even including all the new legendary Pokemon, fully colored graphics. Seriously, this is not even a joke. This is a pretty big deal at the time. Just gonna have to take my word on it. 3 new starter Pokemon, and every single original Pokemon returning. That's right, it seemed like nothing was being left out of these games, as Game Freak was pulling all the stops.
Oh, I just play.
Okay, we get it. Yeah, don't you start with me. Pokemon Gold version, baby. Why gold? Well, silver's for the best loser, and crystal? They don't even make crystal rewards. I can only carry the real stuff on me. Oh, and also gold version has the best Pokemon in it. Gravigarite, nothing like a good old purple bat crab. Pokemon Gold and Silver version were both released in November of 1999, with the Crystal version coming out the following year, having a few minor changes to the story, mostly centered around the legendary dog, Suicune. Oh yeah, and they had moving sprites. And finally, there was female representation in Pokemon, with Pokemon Crystal allowing the player to also play as a female main character. Unless you happen to trade between Gold and Silver, where it will actually revert you into a boy. So you have to you get transformed into a boy, I guess. This Pokemon game by far had the most jaw-dropping Pokemon intros among all the games, with destruction, drama, and disbelief. And that's the trifecta right there. That's the 3Ds.
I can't even handle 1D. Never mind 3.
Right after that amazing intro, you click New Game, and you're greeted with setting the time. Holy shit, don't blink, you might miss it. Game developers in 2021, take notes. This was the first Pokemon game to intro a feature of real-time day and night cycle that will sync up with the time and day that you choose. And this is very important, as only certain types of Pokemon and encounters at certain times of the day and what day you happen to be playing upon. But right after this game starts off just like the original Pokemon games, with Professor Oak greeting you into the world of Pokemon. Huh. Good to see the billions have generated more billions. Oh, what's that? I see you still don't remember names too good. So it's time to name our hero on this adventure, since Spawn of Satan 666 still won't fit in our name. We're gonna have to go with Jake Poe. And just like that, we're submerged into the Pokemon world. No naming our rival this time around. Well, not yet. This game starts off with our mom asking us if we know how to use a phone, and if it's daylight savings time. Say what? The phone is one of the most annoying and also greatest additions to the game. Most trainers will offer you to give you their number after you beat them, and they will rematch you with stronger teams the more times you return to battle them, or sometimes, just update you on their day. Getting a lot of these numbers is hands down so annoying, so I make sure to only get the numbers of the trainers who find items for me. Those will be the most useful down the road. Definitely not Youngster Joey. He just gives us updates of how cool his shorts are, or how high in the top percentage his rats are. I think I can do without that. This function is pretty crucial for the large level gaps that take place in the post-game, though if you choose to get the trainer's numbers...
Hey yo, Joey, this you? Yeah, fuck you. That's all.
Wait a second, that's not the same guy that just welcomed us into the Pokemon world? Professor Elm. Another tree pun? He needs us to get a Pokemon egg, as it's a new discovery into the Pokemon world.
So you're trying to tell me the people in the Pokemon world didn't suspect, maybe the Pokemon partake in the birds and the bees? The 3Ds?
For our journey, and we have 3 brand new starter Pokemon to choose from. Cyndaquil, the Fire Echidna, Totodile, the Water Crocodile, and last but not least, Chikorita, the Abomination. You might as well just throw that thing in the fucking green bin. We go ahead and choose Cyndaquil for this run as its spiritual successor of Don't Do Drugs. It only makes sense for the name to be passed down through the generations. Don't Do Drugs is kind of like Link. He's reborn to fight the evils of drugs in all past timelines. When we need him most, he must stop the Pokemon Mafia. We get our trusty companion Pokemon and head over to the recovery of an egg. What a legendary adventure. You know, if you like him, you should just go in and tell him, huh? Don't be shy, kid. I decided to try something different this time around. Just like the last retrospective where I only beat the game with one Bulbasaur, I've decided to take on my first Nuzlocke, meaning if a Pokemon faints, it dies in real life. It dies. And I can never use it again. I'll be uploading the rundown on the exact Nuzlocke journey and Bulbasaur only on my second channel sometime around this upload, so stay tuned over there if you're interested. No Pokemon are gonna die on my watch. On our way back to Professor Elm's, that red-headed kid from earlier runs into us as we have our first rival battle. Good choice, man. That could have been real bad. He then runs off after we beat him, and not before dropping his ID, of course. Well, that's convenient, huh? Because he turns out to be the criminal, as he stole that Totodile for Professor Elm. And we happen to know his name, and be one of the only people in the world that might know his name, which ultimately means no one will know if we're telling the truth or not.
Pretty sure that was just Thanos that I beat.
Thanos it is. Wait, no questions asked. I guess it's Thanos. I really thought he was just gonna ask, like, Thanos, are you sure? Professor Elm is more taken back from the fact that we actually got an egg. I guess this man does the moonwalk back 5 pixels after the sight of one mystery egg and not being robbed of his Pokemon. And we're off. The real game starts now and the true adventure awaits. Good luck operating phones and telling if it's daylight savings time or not. It's one new feature in the Generation 2 games is the addition to the new Pokeball variants that you can have made out of apricots that you find in the trees spread out among the Johto region. Oh yeah, also there's berries. Oops, forgot about that. And held items. They're a huge new addition. Battle meta, as your Pokemon can hold an item that activates in battle and can change the tide of battle. Whether it be healing lost HP, various status ailments, rest easy Rocky, or boost the power of your Pokemon stats or various typing moves. And it even can be the only method of evolving certain Pokemon by holding specific items while being traded. Held items are a huge part of Pokemon to this day, as more were introduced as the series expanded. Back to the Pokeball things though. We have the addition of Heavy Ball, a Pokeball that increases the catching of any Pokemon that may be Big Chungus. Yep, that's right. I know the memes. Also, the Lure Ball for Pokemon you encounter while fishing. And the Fastball. That works best the sooner you use it. Probably the most useful of all these new Pokeballs, honestly. I mean, most of the Love Ball, of course. That increases the odds of catching Pokemon of the opposite gender of your Pokemon. Huh. I guess Pokemon couldn't like the same gender back then, according to the Love Ball. Pokemon be like, same gender love? Oh no, not on my watch. But that's okay, because we have the Friendship Ball for the newest evolving mechanic of friendship. One of the most difficult stats to gauge, since you can't see it. Kinda like real friendship. I have no friends. With the Friendship Ball, any Pokemon caught with it will be given a base friendship stat of 200, which is pretty good. And stuff, I guess, if you're into that. And lastly, we have the Moon Ball that does absolutely nothing. No, seriously, I'm not even making this up. It was intended to increase the odds catching any Pokemon that evolved with a Moonstone. Already very specific, yeah, I understand. But instead, it was misprogrammed to increase the odds of any Pokemon that evolves by Burn Heal. An item that heals burns. No Pokemon evolves this way. I mean, why would they? I mean, they didn't even introduce the summary option, as you couldn't even see what Pokemon you caught with what Pokeball yet. That was later introduced in the series. You wouldn't be able to see the fact that you managed to catch a Pokemon in your useless, spherical wildlife container anyways. Another new feature introduced in the series was the phenomena of shiny Pokemon. I'm a fan of these things. They're rare variants of Pokemon that only occur 1 in 8,091 encounters, where a Pokemon is so rare it gets a different color. What do you mean? What else? That's it. It's just a different color. Oh, I almost forgot. It sparkles too. Very genius, huh? Yep, it's just a cosmetic change, but it's a very cool addition nonetheless. And every casual playthrough of Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal is introduced to the shiny Pokemon that they can choose to catch, a part of the game's storyline, with the guaranteed encounter of the Red Gyarados. The odds of this guy is not so rare, but it's red, like Clifford the Big Red Dog. I wonder what Clifford the Red Dog's shiny would look like. Gotta have it! I need it! HMs are still back and as annoying as ever, but now you can use your HMs without going through all your Pokemon in pointless menus. Wanna surf? Press A. Wanna cut a tree? Press A. Want to move a boulder? You can just press A. Want to solve world hunger? You can't do that, silly. That's how Thanos wins. One thing that didn't change, though, is Team Rocket. The Pokemon Mafia are still up to their sick tactics. They're adding a little new crime to their criminal resume, and that's the mutilation of Pokemon. And also selling those parts. Only for $1 million. What? Is this some kind of new Pokemon cannibalism? Hey man, what happened to your pet dinosaur? Oh, ate him. You know what they say, gotta eat them all. Okay, it's time for the Elite Four. Oh yeah, not before you catch your box art legendary Pokemon. I mean, come on. It's been right there taunting us the whole time. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I ripped this thing up as a kid, threw it in the fucking garbage. Well, it's time to get that bird, or dog, I guess. Depends on which one you're playing. From the first ever episode of the show, bringing it all the way back, you know how I did that? I even went the extra mile and get the shiny. F*** it, why not? We're finally ready to take on the Pokemon Elite Four in Kanto? I guess it's not like we get to travel back where it all started. That would be ridiculous. They do that. Travel right back to Kanto all over again, and even rebattle the new and improved original gym leaders. Well, sorta. Slightly changed that a little bit. You know the one on the island? You know, with the glitch Pokemon? Yeah, they all died. They're all dead. Yep, all perished. The volcano took them out clean. It's just a rock now. Oh, the gym leader, Blaine? Oh, don't worry, he's alright. He's just living in a cave right across the river. Koga happens to be an Elite Four member now, so he left his daughter in charge of the Naruto gym, and Giovanni is still missing. So the former Pokemon champion, for a few hours or a few days or whatever it was before we beat him, is now the final and yes, 16th gym leader of this game. And that's not even all. If you manage to collect, that's right, 16 badges, twice as much as the original games, none of this would have been made possible if the past Nintendo president himself didn't single-handedly compress all of the data to make room on the single Game Boy cartridge. The entire team was worried about fitting just the first game on the cartridge, never mind Kanto. But then Satoru Iwata let out a big Japanese laugh and said, you, as he stayed all weekend overnight to make sure it happened. God rest his soul. He's a true legend among men. You thought 16 badges was enough though. Oh no, they went even further. You can show Professor Oak your 16 badges and he judge your lackluster Pokedex while he's at it. You just don't understand. It was a Nuzlocke, Professor. Was it Nuzlocke? Don't worry about it. You don't know these things. You are granted access to the final location of the game where you will find Larvitar. Yep, pretty cool, huh? It was right, a Pokemon right at the end of the game. You know, it's pretty cool. It becomes Godzilla. Or, you want to use it? Well, the game's already over. There's no point. You also find the very first Pokemon game's main antagonist. Mind f***ing blown. What? I get to battle myself from the first games? This can't be true. Oh my god. Just look at it. His hat's forwards. It's him. It's me. That's David Dobrik. Or David Doe, actually. Can fit David Dobrik. Aw, he even has a Pikachu level 81. Wait, what? The highest Pokemon up until this point was Blue's Pidgeot, who was level 60. Well, I guess we're gonna need another shiny bird, huh? Much better. Trainer Red is no joke, and by the end of it, not even David Dobrik is a match for Jake Pull. As we narrowly defeat Trainer Red, and he disappears. Wait, what? Credits? Again? I mean, and nothing's even different from the last credits. They play the exact same, and when you return to the game, Red's gone forever, with no sign of where he went. Who knows? Maybe our paths will cross again. David Dobrik, maybe I'll see you in another generation, but only if we get 300 likes. Well, I ain't making them unless you guys want them, because this is where the franchise peaked when it comes to my personal nostalgia and the amount of content provided in any other Pokemon game to this date. You know, we're not including DLC.
I just play. Well, you don't respect my review? What do you take me for? Some kind of joke? You know, some kind of joke? Huh? Tough guys?
Well, that was a blast. Good to see that evil prevails every aspect of life, and Jake Paul became the strongest trainer around. So remember kids, don't do drugs, and watch my video on Clock Tower. And I guess, the first retrospective while you're at it if you haven't. You did? You might be able to just watch it again, you know, that doesn't hurt. I've been R9, and I hope you had yourselves a damn good time.